No, lay down. Lay down. That's fine. Lay down.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and start in a child's pose this morning. Go ahead and spread your knees wide towards the sides of the mat. Sink back towards your heels with your hips. And extend your hands towards the top of the mat, letting your chest come down. And from here, we'll start to focus on our breath. Nice deep inhales through our nose, all the way down to your abdomen. And then matching exhales through your nose. Nice, slow, rhythmic pattern. Notice the sound your breath makes as it goes over the back of your throat. Noticing this during class, paying attention will help you focus if you feel like you've lost your spot or you're starting to get out of place, get caught up in a pose. Slowly start to refocus on your breath. Once you have a nice even flow, start to focus on your intention for today's class. What brought you here? What prompted you to spend the next hour of your time on the mat? Is it physical gains, mental clarity? So with your next inhale, you're going to reach your fingertips forward. And exhale, walk them over to the right side of your mat. Walking your left hand, placing it on top of your right. Reaching through your left side body. Keep your left hip pulling down towards the mat. You don't want to open up towards the side. And with your next exhale, walk your hands back towards the center of the mat. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, walk your hands to the left side of the mat. Right hand on top of your left, reaching through the right side body. With your next inhale, reach through your fingers. And exhale, walk your hands back towards the center. And let's come up into a tabletop position. So hands are directly under shoulders, knees under hips, neutral spine. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Your belly drops and your gaze goes up towards the ceiling as we inhale. Your exhale, you're going to flatten the feet down. Push through the hands as we round and curl the spine and drop the chin towards your chest. Inhale, tuck the toes, drop the belly, gaze is up. Exhale, flatten the toes, pushing through, round and curling, chin to chest. And go through a few of these cat-cows at your own pace, maybe about 3 or so. And after your next exhale, we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. Head from here, inhale, right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale as you feet it underneath your left shoulder, reaching out towards the left side. So you bring your right cheek and your right shoulder down towards the mat. If you'd like to deepen the pose, you can take your left hand and wrap it around, reaching towards your right hip. More deep inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. And release. Now inhale, left arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, as we feet it underneath the right shoulder. Coming down to your left shoulder and your left cheek. Right hand presses into the mat. If you feel comfortable here, you can take your right hand, wrap it around, reaching towards your left hip. And exhale, release. Inhale, extending the left arm towards the ceiling. And release to the mat. Go ahead and walk your hands forward, maybe about 6 inches. Slowly start to shift your hips forward. And then rotate to the side. And your hips back towards your heels. And continue rotating to the left side. Forward. Starting to create some movement in your joints. You can reverse rotation. And come back to center. Go ahead and step both feet back for a plank pose. A nice strong plank. And slowly lower all the way down, keeping your elbows in tight. Release your feet, tops of your feet are on the mat. Here we'll push up to a baby cobra, gaze is up, shoulders pulling down. Deep inhale. And exhale, push back and over into your child's pose. Again, we're sinking our hips towards our heels. Knees are spread wide to the sides of the mat. And bringing your chest and your chin down towards the mat. At the bottom of your next exhale, come back up to a plank. Again, slowly lower down. Exhale, releasing to the mat. This time you push up a little higher. And exhale, back over your feet into your first down dog. So hips are pushing up nice and high. Go ahead and bend and straighten one leg at a time. So we push into one heel while bending the opposite knee and reverse. Stretching out those calves, ankles. And pushing through our fingertips. We're keeping the pressure out of our wrist. Let's see if you can come up nice and high on your tiptoes. And then slowly lower both heels back at the same time. Now look to the top of the mat and slowly walk all the way up. Bring your feet between your hands, hip width apart. Allow your head to hang heavy here towards the mat. Go ahead and take hold of opposite elbows and gently rock side to side. Release your elbows and slowly come all the way up to standing. Head up. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Shoulders are pulling down and back, hips forward. And release. Palms to the chest and down by your side. Go ahead and bring your feet together. Inhale, hands overhead, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands all the way down to the mat in line with your toes. Inhale, come up to fingertips or to your ankles. Looking out and lengthening through your spine. Go ahead and bend your knees, plant your palms, step back into a plank, and go through your flow. Maybe this time you come up with the quads off the mat for your upward dog. Be sure to keep your shoulders pulling down and pushing back into down dog. And after your next exhale, look to the top of the mat. Step all the way forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthening through the spine. Out. Exhale, fold. And inhale, coming all the way up to standing, hands overhead, hips forward. And release, hands to chest, and down by your side. Do that one more time. Inhale, hands overhead. Palms together, hips forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, go through your flow. Pushing through our fingertips, pushing the hips up nice and high. Each down dog, we're slowly working those heels down towards the mat if they're not already there. Bottom of the next exhale, look to the top of the mat. Step or walk forward. While we inhale and come up halfway to lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands overhead, palms together. And release down. We'll do one sun salutation V now. So we're going to bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, inhale, hands up overhead for our chair pose. Our shoulders are pulling back, gaze is up. Weights back in the heels. Deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the hips, all the way down, then straighten our knees out. Inhale, out halfway and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms. Go through your flow. Inhale into up. Exhale into our down dog. And step the right foot forward, dropping the left heel at a 45 as we inhale. For our warrior one, hips are squared, gaze is up, shoulders pulling down. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Bring the foot, step back, go through your flow. And from your down dog, you step the left foot forward, drop the right heel. As we inhale up, warrior one. And exhale, release, hands to the mat, step back, go through your flow. Just after your next exhale, to the top of the mat, step, walk, or jump forward. So we inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then our inhale, we'll bend the knees, swing our hands up for our chair, tailbones tucked, gaze is up. Nice inhales, and come all the way up to standing, hands overhead. And release, hands to chest. I'm going to face the screen now. We're going to do our tree pose. So go ahead and spread your feet out about 1 hip width apart. We're going to ground into our right foot. Get a nice firm base here. Nice and tall. Go ahead and lift your left knee up, about hip width. Open it up to the side. You can place your foot either just inside your calf or all the way up above the knee inside your thigh. You just want to keep all the side pressure off about your knee. So once you feel nice and strong and stable here, inhale, hands up and overhead. You can stay here with your palms together if you'd like. Slowly start to open up. Hands to the side. And then go ahead and bring it down, back to the center of your chest. And slowly bring your knee back out in front. Extend the leg. Holding. See if you can lift it just a little bit higher. And release. Go ahead and walk out. Feet. Now go ahead. We're going to ground into our left foot. a nice firm base, planting the foot firmly into the mat. All 4 points nice and grounded. Inhale, right knee up. And slowly open to the left side, or excuse me, right side. Plant our foot on the inside of the calf, or all the way up above the knee, the inside of the thigh. Stand nice and tall, gazes forward. And once you feel good here, slowly start to raise your hands up and overhead. The palms together, you're keeping your elbows wide. And slowly open up. And back, around, palms together. Bring our knee out in front of us. So extend the leg. Raise the foot just a little higher. And release onto the mat. Go ahead and lift your feet out. Very nice. So back to the top of our mat. Inhale, our hands up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, go through your flow. Now, right foot sweeps up towards the sky. Bend and straighten the knee. Go ahead and stack your hips. Bend and straighten. Then we come back down to square the hips. The right foot's extending out behind us in three-legged dog. And go ahead and inhale, right foot to the top of the mat between your hands, dropping the left heel at 45, all the way up, back to our warrior one. Hips are squared here. Right knee is over the ankle, gaze is up. Arms are extended. If it's not compromising your shoulders, you can bring your palms together, just so your shoulders aren't pulling up by your ears. Keep them nice and relaxed. So, gaze up, chest is open. Maybe you can see your hips a little bit more. Nice deep inhale, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, we'll open up into our warrior two. Same leg position. Now our arms are extended, standing up nice and straight. We're not leaning forward here. Torso is nice and straight. Shoulders are pulling back towards each other. Gazes out over our right fingertips. Now go ahead and drop your left hand to the back of your left thigh, extending the right arm towards the ceiling. For our exalted warrior. And go back to warrior two. Now cartwheel all the way down to frame the foot. From here, we're going to bring the left foot off the mat, coming up into our warrior three, so hips are squared now. See if you can slowly push up, so you're balancing on your right foot, left leg's extended behind you. Arms can be out to your side like airplane wings. Hands, chest. Inhale and exhale, release. Both hands down to the mat. Bring your left foot down. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and go through your flow. After your next exhale, look to the top of the mat. Step your right foot forward again. This time, drop your left knee all the way down. The toes are tucked. Inhale. Arms are extended above us. Hips are pushing forward. And palms together. Under your chest. Go ahead and come forward. Release hands down. Plant your left hand on the inside of your right foot. Go ahead and inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling. And if you'd like to challenge yourself, you can go ahead. Extend the back leg, straightening the knee. Keep your right knee pulled in close to your left shoulder, falling out to the side. So the right arm still extended towards the ceiling. Nice straight line. Left hand all the way through your right fingertips. And release. Now we're going to come up, all the way up to standing, hands together. You can have your knee down if that's better for you. Slowly twist over to your right side and drop your left elbow over your right knee, extending the right elbow towards the ceiling, hands at the center of your chest. You want to keep that space between your chest and your thigh. You don't want to collapse over it. Keep it a nice space. These can be up, down, whatever is comfortable. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Both hands down to the mat. Let's go ahead and step forward, bring our left foot up again. This time for our standing split. Bringing the left foot up, crown of your head's dropping towards the mat. And exhale, drop the left foot to the back of the mat. Step the right foot all the way back. Slowly lower down and go through your flow. Now go ahead and left foot sweeps the sky. So we're stacking the hips, and then straighten the knee. Come back down to square the hips. You're in a three-legged dog, left foot's extended behind you. And go ahead and inhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Dropping the right heel down to 45. Come up, both hands up. Strong warrior one. Hips are squared. Left knee is over the left ankle. Knees is up, shoulders are pulling down and back. Next inhale, releasing to our fingertips. And exhale, open up to our warrior two. Both arms extended. Taking the hips down a little bit lower. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Shoulders are pulling back. Inhale, extend the right arm or left arm towards the ceiling, dropping the right hand to the back of your thigh. Still sinking the hips. You want to come up and straighten the leg. Now let's open up back into our warrior two. And go ahead and cartwheel down. Frame your foot. Step the right foot forward a little bit. And then come all the way up for our warrior three. So right foot's in the air now. Hips are squared down towards the mat. Gaze is out in front of you. Slowly bring both hands up. Extend it out like airplane wings. It helps with the balance. Or palms together in the center of your chest. One more breath. And exhale, release the hands. Release your foot. Inhale, come up halfway to lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms. Step back into plank and go through your flow. With your next inhale, we're going to step the left foot to the top of the mat, dropping the right knee down. Inhale, sweeping the hands up towards the ceiling, hips push forward. And exhale, release down to the mat. Slowly extending the back foot if that's available for you. Right hand is on the inside of the left foot. And sending the left hand up towards the ceiling. Again, we're keeping the left knee pulled in close to the right shoulder. It's not falling open to the side. One more deep inhale, pulling the left shoulder back. And release both hands down to the mat. Slowly come all the way up to standing. Palms together at the center of your chest. Twist over to your left side. And drop the left elbow, or excuse me, right elbow over your left knee. Left elbow is extending towards the ceiling. Next exhale, go ahead and release. Both hands down to the mat. And slowly step forward, bringing the right foot off the mat. Hips are squared for our standing split. Actually, let's open them. Crown of the head's dropping towards the mat. Chest coming towards your thigh. One more deep inhale, so you can lift a little bit higher. And exhale, drop the right foot to the back of the mat. Plant both palms, step your left foot back, go through your flow. And with your next inhale, you're going to step the right foot all the way to the top of the mat on the outside of your right hand. Slowly drop your left knee, walking the left foot back a little bit. Rudder lizard, lunge. So this might be enough, just staying here with on your palms, pushing your hips forward, leaning in. If you want to further the stretch, you can walk your hands out, coming down to your forearms and your elbows. Hips are squared. Right knee is tucked into your right shoulder. Now slowly come back up. And take your right hand, push your right knee out to the side, up on the outside blade edge of your foot, and slowly twist over to the right. And release, coming back to center. And go ahead and walk your right foot over to the left side of the mat. You can get your shin parallel with the top of the mat. That's better. But if that's not available to you, you can bring your right heel closer to your body for our pigeon. So your chest is forward, your hips are nice and squared forward. Foot's flat on the mat. And bring your chest up and slowly walk your hands out. Again, you can come down to your forearms. That's good, and that's a deep enough stretch for you. If you want to walk your foot back a little bit more, extending both arms out in front of you, slowly letting the weight of your body do the work. We'll take 2 more nice deep breaths. Each exhale, our body relaxes just a little bit more. We'll inhale, walking our hands back up. Let's go ahead and push up into another 3-legged dog. So the right foot extends back. Go ahead and rotate the knee, creating some movement back in the hip. Reverse rotation. And bring your right foot down to the mat. Here, take your left foot all the way to the top of the mat to the outside of your left hand. Slowly drop your right knee to the mat. Lizard. Hips are sinking down. Again, maybe this is good. Just on your palms. Further the stretch, you can come down to your forearms. Keeping your knee tucked in close to your shoulder. And slowly come back up. Take your left hand, gently push your left knee open to the side. So you're coming out to the left side, blade edge of your foot. Up here. Just a gentle push, you're not forcing it. And gaze it over your left shoulder. And release. Slowly walk your left foot over. And shins either parallel with the front of your mat. Or if that's not available, you can bring your heel closer to your body. Stay up on your knee if you need to. Just walk your hands back, chest open. And slowly come down. Come down to your forearms and elbows. If it's available, slowly walk your hands out in front of you. Ideally, your right thigh is pulling down towards the mat, so you're not rolling over. You want to be nice and square, just letting your body relax and do all the work. And slowly walk your hands back up. And push back into our three-legged dog, extending the left foot behind us. Slowly rotate the hip, getting the knee around. And then back opposite direction. And clench your left foot to meet the right. So from here, we're going to bend into our knees, push our hips back for our turbo dog, and then jump forward, crossing our ankles at the same time. We land, and slowly drop back for seated. Extend both feet out in front of us. Sit up nice and tall. Hands are aligned with your tailbone, pushing up, sitting up nice and straight. Inhale, hands overhead. And slowly reach forward. Bring your big toes. If you have a strap, now's a good time. You can wrap it at the bottom of your feet. Inhale, pull you closer so you're pulling the crown of your head towards your toes. Inhale, come up about halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold a little bit deeper. If you have hold of your big toes, maybe you can bring the palms of your hands to the bottom of your feet, grab the outside edges. If you're using a strap, you can just pull yourself forward a little bit deeper. Whatever's available to you. Just don't force it. And release. Go ahead and bring our right foot all the way up, the inside of our thigh. Sit straight. Inhale, hands overhead. And reach forward. Keeping your right knee tucked into your right shoulder. Inhale, seated. Take your right foot, place on the outside of your left knee. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, releasing our right hand to the base of our spine, wrapping our left elbow around the front of our right knee, or for a slightly deeper twist, moving on the inside of the knee, extended, just gazing over your right shoulder. And release, twisting all the way over to your left side. Plant both hands down on the mat and bow slightly. And extend the right foot out and bring the left foot up. So you've got about a fist width between the foot and the thigh, not right up against the leg. Inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, reach forward. Taking hold of your foot, your strap. Release, back to seated. Cross your left foot over outside of your right knee. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Arms up and overhead. And exhale, left hand to the base of your spine, wrapping the right elbow around the front of the left knee. Or bringing it on the inside. inhale, release, come back over, swing to the right side. Nice gentle counter pose, bow. Come back up to seated. Extending both legs out now. Slowly lower all the way down to our back. Bring both feet up. Plant the feet flat on the mat, about hip width apart. And we'll slowly send the hips up towards the ceiling for our bridge. Bring your hands underneath. Roll the shoulders under, clasping the hands together, pushing the little finger side into the mat as we extend our hips a little bit higher. One more deep inhale as we send the hips up just a little bit more. And exhale, release. Extend the legs out. If you have a strap or a belt, you're going to take that and place it on the bottom of your right foot. If not, just reach towards your right toes, or your ankle, whatever is available for you. From here, we'll go ahead and release the left arm out to the left side, and slowly allow the right foot to drop over to the right side, keeping your left thigh and hip pull towards the mat. If you get to that point where you start to roll over, just hold the leg there, keeping the left hip pulled down. And inhale, bring the foot back up to center. Go ahead and switch hands. So now you've got the strap for your foot with your left hand, extending the right arm out. And slowly allow your left foot to drop over to the left side. Or excuse me, your right foot to the left side. And this time you are rolling over onto your left hip. Keep the right arm extended, trying to pull the right shoulder down towards the mat. And inhale, left foot back up, or right foot back up and over. Release the strap, hug the knee into your chest, and extend it. And go ahead and bring the left foot up and over. And if you have a strap, just take hold with your left hand, extending the right arm out, drop down to the floor, and slowly let your left foot drop over to the left side. And inhale, lift up back to center, switch hands, and slowly drop it over to the right side. Inhale, bring your foot back up to center. Release the strap or release your grip. Pull your knee into your chest, nice and tight. Go ahead and bring both knees up. And hug them in tight, rocking gently. Move back. And release. Extending your legs out to the bottom of the mat. Release your hands down by your side, palms facing up, gazes up. So close your eyes. And just enjoy your final relaxation pose. Start to focus back on your breath. Just see how long you can follow your breath. Inhales over the back of your throat, down into your abdomen, out. And then exhaling as your belly drops. Again, following the breath over your throat, out your nose. All the while your body relaxes into the mat. Feet are dropped out to the sides. And your muscles slowly start to relax. So start to bring your attention back into the room. And then back into your body. Creating subtle movements, fingertips, toes. Move your feet and your hands back and forth. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees up towards your chest. Rolling over onto your right side. Extend your right arm underneath your head. And slowly come up to seated position. With one last inhale, bring the hands up and overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands down to chest. Thank you everybody for joining today.